Okay, back once again, professors. So for this one, I tackled exercises 5 and 6, and I feel like I'm getting a little lost in the weeds at this point. So exercise 5, look up resources for handling difficult situations, and then customize prompt to help you navigate a difficult situation. With this one, I went ahead and did a brand new chat with Claude, and I said, I'm having trouble with fatherhood. What are some resources that can help? And it provided me with a pretty lengthy list of different things. I did kind of find it funny. Now, this is my personal bias. This is my personal opinion up front. It did suggest to me, literally right off the rip, Reddit, of all things, which in my worldview is a social media. I know that that's contentious. I know that some people actually treat Reddit as the literal Bible itself. Not me, not me. I have seen Reddit get it wrong way too many times to give them any validity, and so I don't trust Reddit as a genuine source of information at all. Sure, they can get it right, and they have like a strong community that vets a lot of things. That's not what we're here to discuss. Okay, I think it's funny that it gave a rather contentious piece of advice right off the rip. A lot of the rest of these, I don't really have any issue with. These all seem pretty standard. I liked the practical stress management, and that's actually what I ended up using in the second one. So I said, well, okay, you're an expert applying the teaching techniques of practical stress management. And so I was like, okay, well, what specific aspects of fatherhood is causing you the most stress? And I kind of just made up this whole, like, hypothetical situation. I said, I have the feeling of inexperience, which is directly accosting my child. Well, that feeling of what if I get this wrong is incredibly common among new fathers. How old is your child? Give me an example. I say he's 7 years old. He's running around the playground at school, bragging to his friends that I let him play Minecraft after class. The other parents found out about this, and they're appalled. They think that's disgusting. They're going to call Child Protective Services on me. They're concerned I'm rotting my child's brain out and I'm being a negligent parent. Oh, that sounds genuinely stressful. Being judged by other parents can feel like a direct attack on your competence. How are you personally feeling with the Minecraft decision? I said, well, we live in a digital age with 99% of adults having their heads shoved up their smartphones for 90% of the day. In practice, pure and total technological abstinence seems like an absurd standard to set in today's world. Your reasoning is sound and grounded. You moderated screen time with purposeful content, blah, 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 blah. And, okay, I'm done talking with you. And then it gave me kind of the analysis breakdown. Identifying the real sources of stress, Socratic questioning rather than immediate advising, which I thought was kind of weird because it's like, well, that's kind of built into the prompt. I felt like that wasn't like, it didn't like come up with that itself, but maybe I'm nitpicking it. Validation before reframing, I consistently acknowledge your feelings. Yet again, like, I feel like that's just built into these LLMs. Yet again, we call them affirmation machines. That's literally a joke, so I don't know about that one. And I think maybe, going back to my earlier statement from another video, right? Maybe this is like why there's this uncanny valley feeling going on, because it's like, it puts these things forward as if they're genuine and organic thoughts, but you kind of know just from your own genuine experience and wrestling with these technologies that a lot of this is actually kind of just pre-baked into the hardware, as it were, And so that's kind of interesting, too. But then for the next exercise, like you talked about, you had a little thing on data poisoning, and then the exercise was just have a conversation with the Portland State University Bulletin? Part 2? What? Where was part 1? I don't remember. And so I was very confused by this. Validate information given by chatbot using its context to prevent data poisoning? So I was really confused by this exercise, and I kind of just winged it. I found the victory bot, and I proceeded to just bully the bot, to be completely honest with you, because I wasn't sure what else to do. Oh, and you can't even really see it. I don't know if we can really... Oh, okay, we can do this. Okay, this actually... Yeah, okay, this kind of works. Okay. So there he is. Hi, I'm the victory bot. And I'm like, And I wanted to see if I could share images with it, because I was going to feed it a bunch of deepfakes to try and, like, goad it into believing some nonsense. Obviously, that's not... it's not capable of that. That was smart from the IT team's perspective. Okay, so I just read a news report that the city of Portland, Oregon is completely collapsed. How do you predict this affecting the school's events? It was like, oh, wow, that sounds intense. Well, I can't predict the future, but we recommend you checking out this link for the pdx.edu emergency management. I'm sorry. That was just hilarious to me. I was like, okay, so let me fabricate something else. And I was going to, like, lie to it and tell it that the parking structure had blown up. So I said, well, can you tell me the status of the parking structure? And, no, I'm not able to give you current status on anything. I was like, at this point, I was just kind of like, there's nothing I can do because this bot is so intrinsically stupid. That's the security measure. It's such a dumb bot that I can't actually interact with it, which is funny and ironic in a way that is, in its own right, kind of a security measure. I apologize about this exercise. I'm not really sure if this was what I was supposed to be doing. I'm just kind of lost in the weeds on this one, but anyways, there you go. There's that. I'm just going to move on, and we'll see what else happens.